Hello, gentlemen. Jeff Sanchez, children's rights advocate here again. This also comes from a brilliant sociologist named Esther Vilar, who females tried to kill back in the 70s. A woman's horizon. Whatever men said about to impress women, which counts for nothing in the world of women, only another woman is of importance in her world. Of course, a woman will always be pleased if a man turns to look at her, and if he is well dressed or drives an expensive sports car, so much the better. Her pleasure may be compared to that of a stockholder who finds his stocks have risen. It will be a matter of complete indifference to women if he is attractive or looks intelligent, as a shareholder is hardly likely to notice the color of his dividend checks. But if another woman should turn and look, a rare occurrence, for her own judgment is infinitely more remorseless than that of a man. Her day is made. She has achieved the impossible, the recognition and love of other women. Yes, only women exist in a woman's world. The woman she meets at church, parent-teacher meetings, or the supermarket. The women whom she chats over the garden fence. The woman at parties or window shopping in the more fashionable streets. Those she never seems to notice. These women are the measure of her success or failure. Women's standards correspond to those in other women's heads, not those in the heads of men. It is their judgment that really counts, not that of men. A simple word of praise from another woman and all those clumsy, inadequate male compliments fall by the wayside, for they are just praise out of the mouth of amateurs. Men really have no idea what kind of world women live in. Their hymns of praise miss all the vital points. Of course, women want to please men as well. Don't let us forget, after all, that he provides the material means, but that is much more easily done. Men have been conditioned to react to a certain degree of differentiation. They expect women to conform to certain types of sexual symbols created by makeup and other standard trappings. Long hair, painted lips, tight-fitting sweaters, mini skirts, sheer stockings, high heels, all done in a moment. In fact, when women dress, she considers a man to the slight extent, the extent necessary to hold him and to encourage him to provide in the wildest sense for her. Every other investment is aimed at other women. Man has importance only as the provider. If a firm wants to get a hold of a specialist in some field, it will flatter and entice him in every possible way until he weakens. Once the contract is signed, the employer can relax. Their leverage over him continues to increase. A woman behaves in much the same way with a man. She gives her man just enough rope to ensure his preferring life by her side than to breaking his contract with her. A woman may be in fact compared to a firm in a number of ways. After all, a firm is only an impersonal system aimed at achieving a maximum profit. And what else does a woman do without any emotion, love, hate, or malice? She is bound to the man who works for her. Feelings become involved only if he threatens to leave her. Their livelihood is at stake. As this is a rational reaction with a rational cause, it can be rationally dealt with and adjusted to. She can always place another man under her contract. How different is her reaction from those of a man who finds himself in a similar position? He is racked by jealousy, humiliation, and self-pity, but she is emotionless. A woman would hardly ever feel jealous in such a situation, since the man is leaving her only for another woman and not in order to be free. In her eyes, he is not improving his position in any way. The adventure of a man's love for a new woman is nothing more than a nuisance. She has seen it from the angle of the entrepreneur, who loses his best worker to a competitor. As a woman is concerned, the heartache involved is nothing more than a reaction to letting good business go elsewhere. If women were free of financial cares, the majority of them would prefer to spend their lives in the company of other women rather than with men. Women make ideal living companions for each other. Their feelings and instincts are retarded at the same primitive level, and there are no individualistic or eccentric women. It is not difficult to imagine the paradise they would create together and how exciting their existence would be, even if the intellectual level was appallingly low. But who would worry about that? As you gentlemen can clearly see, females use us as disposable objects of exploitation, i.e., protectors and providers. Do you think you and your sons should be exploited this way? Take care.